Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Puja. Chalya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payeche Keba. Chalya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payeche Keba. Chalya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payeche Keba. We can recite these together if you so wish. Namashrishtam manumapi shakitutram atra swarupam rupam tasya vrajatam urukurim turingoshtvaatim radha kundam givaram ahoradika madavasham prapto yasya pratikarikaya shri gurum tamnatusmi he guru jnanadadhina bandho svananda vata kanaik sindhu Vrindavana Sinayaka Avtara Prasida Radha Pranaya Pachara He Vinamato Pranaya Sindhu Guru Prasadam Mayamanda Mule Laksha Paradhe Bahupapagade Tatpada Padmestu Patishta Krishne Yadyapi Guru Chaitanya Das Tatapi Janiyami Tanhara Prakash Guru Krishna Rupahana Shastrera Brahmane Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Karena Bhaktagane Shiksha Guru Keta Jani Krishnera Swarupa Antaryami Bhakta Shrestha Edu Irupa Nevo Payantya Pichtam Kavayasthavesha Brahmayushapi Kritam Kridamuda Smaranta Yontar Bhavistan Kritam Ashubham Vidunman Acharya Chaitya Vapusha Svagatim Yanakti. Without serving the representative of Krishna, nobody can approach Krishna. I bow down to the beautiful lotus feet of my spiritual master, by whose causeless mercy I have obtained the supreme holy name, the divine mantra, the service of the shaman Shachimata, the association with Rupa Goswami, his older brother Sanatana Goswami, the supreme abode of Mathura, the abode of Vrindavan, the divine Radha Kumbhagavya, and the desire within my heart for the loving service of Sri Radhika and Madhava in Vrindavan. O spiritual master, O giver of divine wisdom, O friend of the fallen, you are the giver of your own bliss, you are the only ocean of mercy. Although dwelling in Vrindavan, you have descended for the welfare of fallen souls like myself, and you are preaching the divine love of Radha for Krishna. Please be kind upon me. Friend of the lowly, O Gurudev, you are the only ocean of mercy. I am a doleful with my hundreds of thousands of offenses. I have fallen into a dense myriad of sins. Therefore, grace me with your mercy, so that my mind may be fixed on your lotus feet and on Sri Krishna. Although I know that my spiritual master is a servitor of Sri Chaitanya, I know him also as a plenary manifestation of the Lord. Every living entity is eternally a servant of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Therefore, spiritual master cannot be a servant of Lord Chaitanya. Spiritual master's eternal occupation is to expand the service of the Lord by training disciples in a service attitude. According to the delivered opinion of all revealed scriptures, The spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. The relationship of a disciple with his spiritual master is as good as his spiritual masters always represent themselves as the humblest servitors of the personality of Godhead. But the disciple must look upon the spiritual master as the manifested representation of Godhead. One should know the instructing spiritual master to be the personality of Krishna. Lord Krishna manifests himself as a super soul and as the greatest devotee of the Lord. Transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science cannot fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with a prolonged lifetime of Brahma, for you appear in two features, externally as the Akshara and internally as the super soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. Our only wish is to have our consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens our darkened eyes and fills our hearts with transcendental knowledge. He is our perfect. From him ecstatic preeminence. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character.
Maybe only 2 times.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Shri Guru Charana Bharma Kevala Bhagavati Sarma Shri Guru Charana Bharma Kevala Bhagavati Sarma Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Bhagya Chitete Korive Agya Guru Mukha Parma Bhagya Chitete Koriya Agya Anakuri ho mane asha Anakuri ho mane asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Ese Uttama Gati Shri Guru Charane Rati Ese Uttama Gati Ye prasare pure sarva asha Ye prasare pure sarva asha Sakshuran diloye janne janne Prabhu se Sakshuran diloye janne janne Prabhu se Divya gyan hire prakashito Divya gyan hire prakashito Prema bhaktiya hoite avirya vinasayate Prema bhaktiya hoite avirya vinasayate Vere gaya hara charito Vere gaya hara charito Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Aramajanara Bandhu Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Aramajanara Bandhu Lokanai Lokera Jivana Lokanai Lokera Jivana Prabhu Koraroya Deho More Parachaya Prabhu Koraroya Deho More Parachaya Prabhu Koraroya Deho More Parachaya Eveyashu Tribhuvana Eveyashu Tribhuvana Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Nami Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyati Aidisha Tarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज काचार्य श्रोत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की षट गोस्वामी प्रभुगण की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की श्री जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी देवी की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees all glories to assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories and glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Now we'll have Srimad Bhagavatam class so we can set up the seats and chairs. Hare Krishna. Ecstatic Guru Puja ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha
Girivaradhari.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
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 Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming today morning. All of us were expecting Vaisheshika Prabhu to be here,
Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, and this is a last-minute change. So you have to tolerate me today. So today we are going to look at the explanation of Atmarama verse. So how many of you know the Atmarama verse? Okay. All right. So Atmarama verse, it comes in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. Mahaprabhu has explained 61 meanings of Atmarama verse. For one verse, he has given 61 explanations. They are very difficult to understand. Especially, you need to be a Sanskrit grammarian to understand the intricacies. So, we'll not go fully into that. Just like the Devatas go to the shore of the Milk Ocean and then they pray to the Lord. Similarly, we'll go to the shore of the Milk Ocean of the Atmarama verse. We'll stand there and we'll touch the water and put on our head and it will return. So, we'll look at some of the verses, but we won't be looking at all the 64 meanings. We won't have time also today. Atmarama verse is very important. The reason is that this establishes that the form of the Lord, Bhagavan, is actually superior to the impersonal form, Brahman. So most of the people in this world, they don't even pick up any spiritual path. And somehow, some people become lucky and then they pick up a spiritual path. Most of them end up in a impersonal path, very much attracted, especially those who are intellectual in nature. Oh, I want something abstract. God, how can God be like me? God cannot be like me. God should be something which I have not seen. So, don't give any form, don't give any name. Let him be like an abstract, the great. That's all the relation they can come into. Or, some people even go to another extent, say, I am God. You are also God. So, we are all gods sitting here and discussing. And of course, there is competition. As soon as multiple people come into picture, who should be the primary God, right? So, the Atmarama verse explains that Srimad Bhagavatam first canto actually says that Bhagavan, Krishna, has three forms, three manifestations, but there is only one person. So, what are all the three manifestations? Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Brahman means the impersonal form of the Lord. So if you take Lord, so Lord comes in different avatars. Like he comes as a fish, which is called Matsya. And he comes as tortoise, Kurma. And he comes as a hog form, Vraja. And he comes as a warrior form, Rama, Parashurama. So many different forms he comes. When the Lord comes without any form, that is Brahman. You just see without any qualities. If you observe the Lord without any qualities, that is the form of Brahman. So that is also an avatar of the Lord, in the sense that it is a form of the Lord without any form. And many people are attracted to it, and most of the religion profess that particular form. If you look at Christianity or Islam, you don't see the form of the God very nicely described, and you cannot have a personal relationship with that Lord. But the Srimad Bhagavatam establishes the form of the Lord Bhagavan, which is opulent qualities, with this beautiful form, with his sweet pastimes, that is superior to the Brahman form. And he also comes as Paramatma. Paramatma means the Atma of the Atma. He is within each of us individually, sitting with us, very close. Tadure tadavantike. So he is very, very close to us. And he is also very, very far. So very, very close to us in the form of Paramatma. He is situated within us. So as Paramatma, he is all pervaded, everywhere. Andandarastha paramanu chayantarastam. He is within the the universe, and as well as he is within the atom. Even a small atom also you can find God within it. That is why when Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Hiranyakashipu, is your Lord in this pillar? He said yes. And to make his words come true, when Hiranyakashipu broke the pillar, Ugra Narasimha came out of that. So Lord is everywhere. He can manifest from anywhere, his form, because he is already present there. Now that is the Paramatma form, which is all pervading. Then you have Bhagavan. Bhagavan form, you have very beautiful form which you can appreciate. Not only appreciate, you can develop a relationship with him, and then you can serve him as well. And Srimad Bhagavatam establishes this is the superior form compared to Paramatma form and Brahman. It is the full moon. So the full moon is the Bhagavan form, and when the moon is in different phases, when it's reduced, that is different avatars and Paramatma, all that you can bring it in. And when the moon is like Amavasya, no moon, then that is the Brahman form. No qualities are manifest. the existence of the moon is there. No qualities are manifest. When the qualities are fully manifest, that is the Bhagavan form. This Atmarama verse especially establishes that the Bhagavan form is superior to all of these. Because the Atmarama verse says that those who have already realized the Brahman form, they also get attracted by Bhagavan. So which means the Brahman form is not final. So one who have tasted gulab jamun and halwa can make a comparison, say, yeah, this is better than that. One who has not tasted both, he cannot say, okay, this is better or that is better. You should have tasted both. Then you can say, actually, yeah, this is definitely better than that. So similarly, the Atmarama verse says, those who are attracted to Atma, which is the Brahman here, and they get attracted to the qualities of Lord Hari, and then they appreciate the full form of the Lord, and then they move on from that realization. They don't get stuck there. Even when you're realized, when you're liberated, you're still moving on, because this impersonal form is not enough for you. And then there is more bliss, condensed bliss is available in the exchange of love between the Supreme Lord in full form and the devotee. So we could look at the verse first. It is in the 7th chapter, 1st canto. Yes, could you go to the verse? Let's recite the verse. Sutavacha Atmaramascha munayo Nirgranthapyurukrame Kurvantya haitukim bhaktim Itham bhuta guno harihi Atmaramascha munayo Nirgranthapyurukrame Kurvantya hetukim bhaktim Itham bhuta guno harihi. Somebody else could recite. Atmaramascha munayo
Urukrame
Nirgranthapyurukrame
Kurvanti ahaitukim bhaktim
Kurvantya hetukim bhaktim
Ittam bhuta guno harihi.
Itham bhuta guno harihi.
Atmaramascha munayo
Atmaramascha munayo
Nirgranthapyurukrame
Nirgranthapyurukrame
Kurvanti ahetukim bhaktim
Kurvantya hetukim bhaktim
Itham bhuta guno hari.
Itham bhuta guno harihi. Vaishnavis.
Atmaramascha munayo
Atmaramascha munayo
निर्ग्रन्थापि उरुक्रमे
nirgranthapyurukrame
कुर्वन्ते अहेतु किं भक्तिं
kurvantyahaitukim bhaktim
इत्थं भूतगुणो हरि
ittam bhutaguno harihi.
Atmaramascha munayo
Atmaramascha munayo
Nigrantaya purukrame
nirgranthapyurukrame
Kurvantyahaitu kim bhaktim
kurvantyahaitukim bhaktim
Itam bhuta guno hari.
itham bhutaguno harihi. Okay, we could go word for word. Sutta Vacha. Sutta Goswami said, Atmarama, those who take pleasure in the Atma, generally spirit self. Cha, also. Munaya, sages. Nirgranthaha, freed from all bondage. Api, in spite of. Urukrame, unto the great adventurer. Kurvanti, do. Ahaitukim, unalloyed. Bhaktim, devotional service. Itham bhuta, such wonderful. Gunaha, qualities. Harihi, of the Lord. Translation, Sutta Goswami said, all different varieties of Atmaramas, those who take pleasure in the Atma or spirit self, especially those established on the path of self-realization, though freed from all kinds of material bondage, desire to render unalloyed devotional service unto the personality of Godhead. This means that the Lord possesses transcendental qualities and therefore can attract everyone, including liberated souls. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this verse is discussed very detailed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 24. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is discussing about this verse with Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami are actually the founders of this particular sampradaya where Srila Prabhupada comes in and where we are all practicing Krishna consciousness. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the real founder, but the Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they have written great literature under the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to establish the sampradaya. So to establish a sampradaya, you need to have philosophy. If you don't have a separate philosophy, then you just follow some other sampradaya who has a philosophy. So they have written down all the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and composed many, many works. Some of which we have, Nectar of Instruction, composed by Rupa Goswami, and Nectar of Devotion, which is composed by Rupa Goswami again. So this comes part of Bhakti Shatri. So that is the first. These are the first works we study of Rupa Goswami. Sanatana Goswami has also written many works like Bhrigat Bhagavatamrita, Hari Bhakti Vilas, and so on. So they were actually 500 years back. They were born as Rupa and Sanatan. They had a different name, but they were born in a Brahmana family. So 500 years back, a Brahmana family in India is actually quite different than what we see in the modern day, even today in India. So there, the customs were very, very, very strict. And if you associate with a Shudra, you will be evicted out of the community. So you have to follow that. But Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they were working under the Muslim government. So the Brahmanas shouldn't be even working under anyone. And on top of that, they were working under the Muslim government, which the Brahmana society at that time did not respect. And they thought that these people are fallen. They were considered like that by the community at that time. So anyways, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they got also a Muslim name. Dabir Kas and Sakar Malik. Dabir Kas and Sakar Malik. So, in this way, they have almost become a Muslim. And at which time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Dabir Kas and Sakar Malik, and then gave the name Rupa and Sanatan. So from that time, they were very much inspired to join the movement of Mahaprabhu. But they were working under Nawab, and they were in a very, very, very high position, almost next to of the Nawab, the king. Rupa Goswami somehow retired, and then he took all the money. They had a boatload of gold. So he took all the money, and then because of their service to the government, he has deposited around 10,000 gold coins with a business person who is acting more or less like a bank at the time. And then he took the rest of the money, and then he divided it among the Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, and the relatives. And then he saved only small portion for his future emergency use case. 10,000 gold coins he just deposited in case anything is needed for Sanatana Goswami. Think about it. If one gold coin, you just take it as $4,000 today. So 10,000 gold coins is almost like $40 million. So $40 million of cash, you are just keeping it aside. That's just a small part of your whole wealth. Most like a billionaire. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. But they gave away everything, all the cash, to the Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, and the relatives. And they wanted to join the movement of Mahaprabhu. These are the founders of this movement. We take great pride in that. Now, Rupa Goswami escaped the government, but Sanatana Goswami, he was still working under the Nawab. So he told the Nawab, I'm going to take off because I am feeling sick. Many of us will do this, sick leave. We call a sick leave and then we stay at home. Maybe we will do bhajan or we will do something else, but it's a very common pattern these days, especially in the IT industry. So he also took a sick off, and then he didn't show up to the government for a long time. And Nawab was thinking, what's happening with the Sanatan? Okay, so then he sent his own doctor. There is a Vaidya for the palace, his own personal doctor he sent to see what's happening with Sanatan, check him. So then he checked and then came back and then gave the report. Oh, his health is, everything is fine, he's doing good. Then Nawab was like, why is he acting weird suddenly? Then Nawab himself went to the home of Sanatana Goswami. Suddenly your manager comes and opens the door. You're like watching TV or something like that. Oh, busted. So Sanatana Goswami was with the Brahmanas and he was discussing the intricacies of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then when the Nawab came, he was like, oh, Sanatan, what are you doing? You have a lot of official duties and you are coming and sitting here taking off. You should come back. I am so much dependent upon you. I have to go outside and conquer so many other countries. Countries those days means the states. I have to conquer other states. You have to take care of the government here so that I can go outside and then I can conquer other states. You cannot simply sit like this. Then Sanatana Goswami said, no, I cannot come to the service anymore. I want to retire. I cannot tolerate this. Especially the king Nawab was actually charging toward Jagannath Puri, Orissa. He wants to capture Orissa. Sanatana Goswami couldn't tolerate that. He tried to evade that for some time. But then now it's going beyond. So he said, I cannot come. the freedom of speech, what you have today, was not there. So when he said he cannot come, the Nawab got him arrested, put him in the jail, prison. And when the king decides you have to be in the prison, there is no argument there, there is no court there, because he is the judicial system also. So he was put in the prison, and you won't even know when you are going to come out until the king changes his mind. King went to the south to conquer other states. So Sanatana Goswami is stuck in this prison. Now, the $10,000, that's the $40 million cash, that's going to help Sanatana Goswami. So he was enticing the guardman who was guarding the entire prison. He's saying, you see, I'm also Muslim. He is a Muslim, right? I want to retire and go to Mecca. I want to go to Mecca, and I will give you 5,000 gold coins, which is $20 million. I'll give you $20 million. You just let me go outside. If Nawab comes back and asks me, where is he? You just say, I took him for restroom near the Ganges, and then he jumped into the Ganga, and then he went away. You can tell like that. Sanatana Goswami was working as a minister, so he know the diplomacy and how to deal with the different personalities. Anyways, that Gaudaman was not convinced. He knows that if Nawab comes back and then asks for Sanatana Goswami, his life will be in trouble. Then Sanatana Goswami, now you have to entice him more. He said $7,000, 7,000 gold coins. From 5,000 he increased to 7,000. 7,000 gold coins, not only he said, he put it in front of him. And now, the more you display, the more it sells, right? So, the 7,000 gold coins, when he saw, he was like, wow, I could just settle down in my life. I don't need to work anymore, It's a fortune for your entire life and generations to come. So he said, because you are going to Mecca and you are going to take going to go to a different country, you are not going to stay in this country, I would do it as a favor. I would do it as a service. He took Sanatana Goswami and then took him near to the Ganges, and then he broke his chains. Sanatana Goswami was also chained. Broke the chain open. Then Sanatana Goswami was helped to cross the Ganga. And then he took all the inner roads. He wasn't going in the outer roads because he's a well-known person. He is the top-level minister in the government. So he was wearing very old torn cloth, and then he was taking the inside roads. His servant, Ishana, he also accompanied Sanatana Goswami. So both of them, they were entering into the forest, and after walking for a long time, they have to take rest in the night. So those days, you have different shatra, or more like a modern-day hotel, where people don't charge that much. So these places were available. So he went to that place, and then he wanted to take rest. And the hotel owner, he had a palmistry. Palmistry is the person who can look at your palm and then he can tell what is your life, what is going to come for you, right? He can also observe from your face, signs and everything, what you have, what you are doing and everything. So he recognized that Sanatana Goswami is having some gold coins. Sanatana Goswami's servant was carrying 30 gold coins with him for any expenditure to be done. Sanatana Goswami doesn't know that, but his servant was carrying that. At the palmistry, he found that, and then he informed the hotel manager. The hotel manager is a rogue. He thought, okay, I will just kill this guy, and I will take the whole money, and I can live my fortune from just 30 gold coins. Think about what the government has got. So for 30 gold coins, people were ready to kill. And he started giving grains to Sanatana Goswami. He started showing so much respect to Sanatana Goswami. And then Sanatana Goswami was cooking, and then he ate everything, and then his hunger was satisfied. Then he started thinking about it. Why this hotel manager is giving me so much respect? See, he is a very top-level diplomat. So he can recognize people's actions and then he can find out the inner reasons. There must be something. I don't have anything valuable. What is he looking for from me? Then he called the servant. He asked, Ishana, are you carrying some gold? You should be carrying some money. Then Ishana told, yes, I'm carrying 30 gold coins. What is this? This is a death knell for us. You are carrying this. People will kill for this kind of money. Give me that money. So he took the 30 gold coins, or 8 gold coins, I forgot the number. Anyways, he took that gold coins and then he went to the hotel manager and then he said that, you please take all the gold coins. Yeah, 8 gold coins. 7 he took and then he gave to the hotel manager. Then the hotel manager said, wow, I was actually planning to kill you for this. It is good that you have come and surrendered this gold by yourself to me. It's okay. I would let you take the money and go because you yourself have come and surrendered. I will let you carry on and I will think that I have done some charity in my life. You go along, right? See, money belongs to whom? You see, it may be with you, but you may not be able to enjoy it. We put it in the bank, we put it in the stock market, save, and then die. Who is going to enjoy? The money is staying here. We are just thinking that money belongs to me. One moment the money belonged to the hotel manager. Anyways, so then Sanatana Goswami said, no, if you don't take, then somebody else is going to take from me. It is better that you take it and then you help me cross the mountain. There is a big mountain there in the forest. Then that will be helpful for me. Then he agreed. And then he called four of his men. And then he asked them to take Sanatana Goswami and Ishana throughout the forest and across the mountain to the other side. Ishana was still having 1 gold coin. So when both of them walked very long along with the 4 men, they crossed the whole forest and then went across the mountain. And then Sanatana Goswami said to Ishana that, now you don't need to follow me. I'm going to follow the path of mendicant. So you can go back, take that 1 gold coin, use it for yourself, and you can go back. 1 gold coin, that servant can survive throughout his trip, going back to his place as well. Think about the wealth Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami had. Now, Sanatana Goswami, he was walking along the path and then he came to Varanasi. In Varanasi, he heard that Mahaprabhu is there. So he wanted to meet Mahaprabhu. So when he heard Mahaprabhu is there, he became very much jubilant and he became very much happy. Then he went and then found out Mahaprabhu is staying at the place of Chandrasekhar. Chandrasekhar's place he was staying. So when the Sanatana Goswami came to Chandrasekhar's house, Mahaprabhu recognized sitting inside that Sanatana has come. So he told Chandrasekhar, you go outside, there will be a mendicant, ask him to come inside. Then this Chandrasekhar, when he came outside, he saw Sanatana Goswami was having beard all around, almost like Muslim, because he was working for a Muslim government and he just escaped simply like that. So he thought he's a Daravesh. Daravesh is like a Muslim mendicant. Hey, Daravesh, come inside. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is calling you. So he went inside and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started embracing him like anything. So, Sanatan, I was waiting for you. You have finally come here. Now my life has been purified. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, I have seen a Vaishnava. Now Vaishnava, because I have seen him, my life is purified. The Vaishnavas are like the Tirthas. They go everywhere and then they just purify the place. And then you have purified this whole place. This is, the Lord is speaking. The Lord is seeing the devotees like that. So, then Sanatana Goswami said, oh Lord, I am not even worthy to be touched by you. Please don't touch me. And then Sanatana Goswami was bathed personally by the Lord. Then Sanatana Goswami was asked to shave, wear proper clothes, and then you come back. So when he came back Fast forward, they started having discussion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami. They discussed so many topics. After discussing so many topics, they came to this verse, Atmaramascha Munayo. So we'll go to chapter 24 of Madhya Leela, Chaitanya Charitamrita, starting from the first verse. Starting from the first word. Okay, thank you. Atmarameti padyarkas. The Y should be joined to the next line. So that's why we stop it there. Otherwise, if you say Y, then it adds one more syllable to the first line. It will break the meter. Atmarameti padyarkas. Yatang shunyaf prakashayan. Yartang shunyaf prakashayan. Jagattamo jaharavyat. Sachaitanyodayachala. Sachaitanyodayachala. Translation. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who acted as the eastern horizon where the sun of the Atmarama verse rose. He manifested its rays in the form of different meanings and thus eradicated the darkness of the material world. May he protect the universe. Let's go back to the verse. Atmarama iti padya. Atmarama iti means put in a quotation. So a verse starting with Atmarama. This Atmarama verse is like Arka. Arka means sun. So this, as soon as there is sun, then there is sunshine. So the sunshine are compared to the different meanings of Atmarama verse. Atmarama verse is like a sun, and then the meanings are the different rays of the sun. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made that sun manifest the different rays. And then, by that what he did, he removed the darkness of the whole material world just by one verse. So if you nicely understand this topic, then the darkness in our heart will also go away. And who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Udaya Achalaha. Udaya Achalaha. Udaya means eastern. Achala means mountain or horizon. So from the eastern horizon, from the eastern mountain, the sun rises and then shines its meaning, or shines its rays. Right? Similarly, from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the meanings of Atmarama verse arose, and then the different meanings are shining from that. Next verse. May the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu protect us, Avyat. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Translation. Somebody can read. We'll go in order, starting from Adinath Prabhu.
All glories to Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya.
Next. Tobe Sanatan Prabhu Charane Dhuriya Punarapi Kohe Kichu Binay Koriya.
Translation. Thereafter, Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly submitted the following petition.
Purve Shuniyachon Tumi Sarvabhaumasthane Ek Shloka Athar Artha Koryach Vyakhyane.
Sanatana Goswami said, My Lord, I have heard that previously at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you explained the Atmarama verse in 18 different ways.
So previously Sanatana Goswami, previously Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was explaining Vedanta Sutra for 7 days to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu listened patiently without saying anything, because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was giving all impersonal conclusions of the entire Vedanta Sutra. And then he sat through the whole thing, and at the end, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was confused. Is this person listening to me, or is sleeping? What is he doing? If you get, especially, if you are sitting as a lecturer, people don't respond to anything, you might think, oh, they are sleeping or what. So, the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was also thinking like that. This person understood or is like less intelligent? So he was asking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, did you understand anything whatever I spoke? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, the Brahma Sutras or Vedanta Sutra was like a sun. This is what happens when you are too much into pronouncing Sanskrit. You might use that in English also. Sun. So, it is shining its meanings very clearly, but your impersonal conclusions are hiding the meanings of Vedanta Sutra, and that is what I don't appreciate. Then they had a discussion back and forth, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated all the arguments of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is the best person in grammar, and he has written works in which is still, some of the traditions of grammar, they Nyaya, they follow that. So he's very, very well established person, and that person was defeated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there he gave 18 different meanings of Atmarama verse to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Sanatana Goswami is putting a petition in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have explained the 18 different meanings to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. I would like to hear that. Please proceed. Next verse. Atmaramascha munayo nirgranthapyurukrame kurvantya heitukim bhaktim itham bhuta guno harihi.
Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of Godhead, is called Krishna because he has such transcendently attractive features.
Okay, so we can go to the verse, because this is going to be the main verse for this whole chapter, and we may not be able to even cross a little bit of that. Let's look at the simple meaning of this verse. Atmarama, Atma Arama. Arama means those who take pleasure. In the Atma, those who take pleasure. Atma Arama. What does Atma mean? Simple meaning is your soul. The soul who takes pleasure in that. That means you are self-satisfied. And this soul, when you recognize this soul, when you realize this soul, you also get into the impersonal realization that you are soul alone without recognizing the Bhagavan. When you have that realization, then you get into impersonal realization, that you start identifying your Atma equal to the Brahman. When you recognize there is Ishwar, then you are devotee. That kind of relationship comes into picture. But if you don't recognize the Lord, then it becomes like, I am the soul and I am that Brahman. There is no difference. Same. Tattvam asi. You are that. Atma arama. They take shelter in that. Cha munayaha. Munayaha is a plural form of muni. Muni means those who are using their mind. So basically, those who are internally developing, internally cultivating, not externally they are very active, but internally they are very active, internally cultivating the spiritual path. So they are the munis or the sages. The Atmaramas are the sages. Nirgrantha, they are nirgrantha. Grantha means not. Wow. Grantha, correct. Grantha means not. Grantha also means book. Grantha means not. You are right to the point here. Grantha means not. Nirgrantha means person without knots. What does that even mean? No material attachment. Can you explain why? How is it related to the knot?
So basically, the material attachment binds the soul.
Material attachment binds the soul. So material attachment is like a knot. So you have to be freed from that knot. Knot is very, very difficult to untie. So as soon as you are untied, you are nirgrantha. You are free from that. So they are free from material attachment. Api also. Urukrame. Kurvanti ahaitukim bhaktim. They are performing ahaitukim bhaktim to Urukrama. Kurvanti means they are performing. Ahaitukim bhakti means unmotivated bhakti. They are performing unmotivated bhakti to Urukrama. Urukrama means one who takes large steps. Urukrama. Uru means big, krama means step. Who takes larger step? Vamanadev. When he became Trivikrama, he took a one step and then he just measured the whole universe with that, one step. So his step is very, very long and nobody can be, that much. But it also means, as we will later see, that one who has lot of potencies as well. So it also refers to Krishna. So you can they are performing bhakti, ahetuki bhakti, ahetuka. Hetu means a motive, ahetu means no motive. Ahetukim bhakti means unmotivated bhakti. That is, you don't have any other motivation. That, why I am worshipping Krishna? Because I want a husband, or I want a wife, or I want some job, I want some cash. These kind of motives, when it is not there, then it is called ahetuka bhakti. That we pray, we go to Krishna only to get liberation. No, even if you go to Krishna for liberation also, that is also a motive. We go to Krishna because we want to simply serve Krishna. We want to please Krishna. That is what unmotivated bhakti is. We go to Krishna because we want to please Him. Why I am chanting every day? Because I have taken a vow. No, because I want to please Krishna. He likes it. He likes when I chant His names. So I do chanting for Him. I come to the temple. Why? He likes it when I look at Him. So everything we do for satisfying the Lord. That is ahetuka bhakti. There is no motivation for that. Ahetuki bhakti. So they are performing ahetuki bhakti. Kurvanti. They are doing that. Ittam bhuta guno harihi. Ittam bhuta gunaha. Such are the qualities of the Lord. Hari. He has such qualities that He can attract Atmaramas who are self-satisfied. They are not looking for any other satisfaction. Those who are not satisfied within themselves, they will be looking for something. I need a friend, I need a spouse, I need children, I need a car, I need this and that and that. Why? Because I'm not satisfied inside. So all these things, now I think I'm satisfied. I want to expand more and more and more. So they are Atmaramas, they are satisfied, they are not looking for anything else. But even then they are attracted by the qualities of Hari. Such are the qualities of Hari. Next verse. আশ্চর্য শুনিয়া মোর বোধখণ্ডিত মন, কৃপা করে কহ যদি জুড়াই শ্রবণ।
I have heard this wonderful story and am therefore very inquisitive to hear your explanation again. If you would kindly repeat it, I would be very pleased to hear.
Yeah, so he says, Utkandita man, that my mind is eagerly looking forward that. So when we are reading this, we should also be having such eagerness, that eagerly looking for, where is that 61 verses and the meanings? I want to know, like that. So next text. प्रभु कहे आमी बातुल आमार बचने, सार्वभौम बातुल ताहा सत्य करी माने।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I am one madman and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is another. Therefore he took my words to be the truth.
Let's go to the verse. So Prabhu kahe, Prabhu says. So generally the word Prabhu usually is addressed for the Lord, and now we also call each other as Prabhu, recognizing that we are all representing the Supreme Lord. We are servants of the Supreme Lord. So Prabhu kahe, Prabhu says, Ami Vatul. Vatul means those who have excessive Vata, they can get craziness. If your Vata in your body gets very much excessive, so you have to control your Vata. And Vata is the most difficult thing to control in your body. You have Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The most difficult thing to control in your body is Vata. And for controlling Vata, what you have to do? You have to do a lot of exercise. You have to make yourself active. You have to control your diet. So many things are there to control Vata. When this Vata goes very, very high, too much, what happens? You can get crazy. You can become a mad person. Ami Vatul, I am a mad person. He says, Amara Bachane Sarvabhauma Vatul. Sarvabhauma is another mad person. So, I spoke something and that person thinks that it is Satya, it is truth. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya at the end of the conversation with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he got convinced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he became a great devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, he is also a madman, I am also a madman. Whatever I said, he just thought that, everything is truth. He's taking a very humble position. This is God himself is speaking. Next verse. Kiba pralapillan kichu nahika smarane, Tomar sange boli joti kichu hoy mane.
I do not recall what I spoke in that connection, but if something comes to my mind due to association with you, I shall explain it.
So God forgot. Think about that. God forgot when the sun is not rising. Why? Oh God, I forgot. So anyways, he is performing the Leela. So in the Leela, he is saying, I have forgotten whatever the meanings I have given. So what is he going to say? He is saying, I will tell you new meanings. Forget about the old 18 meanings. I'll give you new meanings. That is what he is saying. For him, it's not a problem for it to create more and more meanings. And he says that these meanings are going to appear in my mind because of your Sangha. Toma, because I am associated with you, because of your strength, these things are coming to my mind. This is satsang. Next verse. সহজে আমার কিছু অত নাহি ভাসে, তোমা সবার সঙ্গ বলে যে কিছু প্রকাশে.
generally by myself I cannot give an explanation. By the strength of your association, something may manifest itself.
Next verse. Ekadash pada e shlokashu nirmal Pritak nana artha pade kore jalamal.
There are 11 clear words in this verse, but when they are studied separately, various meanings glitter from each word.
So there are 11 words in this verse. So Prabhupada lists out all the words, Atmarama, one word. So let's test your memory. What does Atmarama means? Self-satisfied. Okay. Then Cha, also, and also. Okay. Munayaha, Munis, sages. Okay. Nirgranthaha. What is that? Materially detached, no knots. Okay. Api, also. Urukrama, one who takes big steps. Nice. And Kurvanti, perform. Ahaitukim, causeless, unmotivated bhakti. Bhaktim, everybody knows. Ittam bhuta gunaha. Such wonderful qualities. A person who possesses such wonderful qualities and is Hari. Okay, very nice. You are all listening. Next verse. Atma shabde brahma deha man jatna dhriti buddhi swabhav e shata artha prapti.
The 7 different meanings of the word Atma are the absolute truth, the body, the mind, endeavor, firmness, intelligence, and nature.
These are the different meanings of Atma, and you can put any of these. These are given in the dictionary itself. So, Atma means this Deha, self. When I said, how are you doing? How are yourself doing? You are talking about the body, right? Or your mind state also. Oh, myself, yeah, mind, your buddhi, your intelligence. That is also Atma. And then endeavor also comes into picture. Dhriti, firmness. Buddhi, intelligence, we said. Swabhav, your own nature. That is also one of the meanings of Atma. So first, what Mahaprabhu is going to say is, he will take each word and then he will enumerate the different meanings for the word individually. Then at the end, then he will do his magic. Just put together all things and then he will create varieties of meanings. Okay. Next verse. And then, from which verse he starts explaining the actual the 61 explanation? After 107th verse. So I don't think we are going to reach there. So we'll look at whatever Mahaprabhu speaks before that. Next verse. Atma deha mano brahma swabhava driti buddhishu prayatne cha iti. So this is a dictionary quotation. It just says what are all the different meanings of Atma. So this is how the acharyas, they do things. When I am giving a meaning for a particular word, even I have to quote from the dictionary. I am not making up a meaning. Everything is shastric. And I say a particular point, I have to quote from the scripture. Not that I will quote one point and then I will make another logic here and then I will make another meaning here. For every point you are making, you quote the reasoning from the scripture. So here Mahaprabhu himself is doing that, quoting from Vishwa Prakasha dictionary. Go to the meaning, Mataji. Same thing. The following are the synonyms of the word Atma: the body, mind, absolute truth, natural characteristics, firmness, intelligence, and endeavor. Next verse. Hey Sate Rame Jai Se Atmarama Gun. Atmarama Gunera Age Koriba Gunanam. Who's supposed to read?
The word Atmaram refers to one who enjoys these 7 items: the absolute truth, body, mind, and so on. Later, I shall enumerate the Atmaramas.
So if you enjoy your body, then you are also Atmarama. Who are you? I am Atmarama. What? So I do sense gratification. I satisfy my body. I enjoy my body. That is also Atmarama. Next verse. Muni Adi Shabder Atashuna Sanatan. Pritak Pritak Artha Pache Koriba Milan.
My dear Sanatan, first hear the meanings of the other words, beginning with the word Muni. I shall first explain their separate meanings, then combine them.
So he's going to the next word, and then he will do the same thing. Then he will combine all the things at the end. Muni Shabde Manana Shila Arakoha Mauni. Tapasvi Brati Jati Ara Rishi Muni.
The word Muni refers to one who is thoughtful and who is grave or silent. An ascetic, one who keeps great vows, one in the renounced order, and a saint. These are the different meaning of the word Muni.
We can go to the verse. Go back to the verse. Yes. Muni. Muni means Manana Shila. Shila means activity. One who is doing a lot of activity in the mind, as we previously described. And Mauni, one who maintains silence. Mauni. In the morning we were discussing the devotees maintain silence by chanting, engaging in chanting. That is our silence. We are silent toward the material world, but we are internally active. Just as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the materialists are, whatever is the day for the materialist is a night for the realized, and the night for the realized is the day for the materialist. So we are not active in their area. They are not active in our area, like that. So Muni also means Mauni. Tapasvi, one who performs tapas. Vrati, one who performs great vrata, like you have Chaturmasya vrata, or Brahmacharya vrata, vrati. Yati, sannyasi, he is also Muni. Rishi, seer, one who hears the mantra and then reveals the mantra, Rishi. Muni, Muni is the sage. Next verse. Nirgranta shabde kohe abhidya grantihina. Bidi nisheda beda shastra jnanadi bigina.
The word Nirgranta refers to one who is liberated from the material knots of ignorance. It also refers to one who is devoid of all regulative principles enjoined in Vedic literature. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge.
Okay, we can go back to the verse. Nirgranta, as we were discussing, many of you pointed out, avidya grantihina, one who does not have any granta, not. What is that not? Avidya. The ignorance is the root cause of all our desires. Why do we desire in this world? Because we are ignorant of the Lord. We are not able to see the Lord, and we are not able to realize our relationship with the Lord. And we are also not realizing our own self. We think we are this body. So this ignorance is the root cause of everything, not knowing. And this ignorance can be removed by knowledge. So when you get the knowledge, the ignorance is removed. That is one meaning. Nirgranta means one who does not have the knot of ignorance. Vidhi nishedha vihina. that is the next meaning. Vidhi Nisheda is the first, and then Vihina is at the end. So combined together. Vidhi means do's. Nisheda means don't do. So rules and prohibitions. One who is beyond that. So who is beyond that? The self-realized people. Self-realized people are beyond that. We have the verse from second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the verse number? Mataji, if you can open Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, and search for Anupeta Apeta Kriti. Anupeta. A-N-U. Anupeta P. Yes. Just search. No, not like, not Veda-based search, like regular browser search. Oh, you can go into advanced mode. Second text? Okay. Thank you. Second text. Yeah. Sutta Vacha. So, how does the meter go? Yam pravrajantam anupetam apeta krityam Dvaipayano viraha katara ajuhava Putreti tanmayataya taravo bhinedus Tang sarva bhuta hrudayam munimanatosmi. We can go to the translation. Srila Sutta Goswami said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that great sage Shukadeva Goswami who can enter the hearts of all. When he went away to take the renounced order of life sannyasa, leaving home without undergoing reformation by the sacred thread or the ceremonies observed by the higher castes, his father Vyasadeva, fearing separation from him, cried out, 'O my son, indeed only the trees which were absorbed in the same feelings of separation echoed in response to the bereaved father.'" You can go to the verse. So this is in the second chapter, Sutta Goswami starts speaking, and then he first offers his obeisance to Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami is explaining about Shukadeva Goswami. Yam pravrajantam. Pravrajanta means parivrajaka. He just walked away as soon as he was born. So first he was inside the womb of his mother, and then he wasn't coming out. Vyasadeva was saying, "You have to come out. You cannot stay there." 12 years he was inside and then he was not coming out. "You have to come out." He said, "No, if I come out, I'll get attracted by the Maya. I'm not going to come out. I'm going to stay here." So then Vyasadeva, all the way, he went to Dwaraka and then he brought Krishna. And then when Krishna comes to Shukadeva Goswami, he says, "I give you the guarantee that you will not be attracted by Maya." Then Shukadeva Goswami, taking that word, believing that Krishna's word, he came out. As soon as he came out, he simply walked out of the home. Yam pravrajantam. He went out. Anupetam. Upanayan. Upapeta means upanayan. So when a child is born, they do upanayana ceremony at the age of 8, 11, 12, depending on whether you are a Brahmana, Vaishya, or Kshatriya. You perform the upanayana ceremony where the father puts the sacred thread around your body and then he chants the Gayatri mantra in your ears, which we also do, part of our Diksha process. In our second phase of the initiation, we have this Upanayana ceremony also, where we wear the sacred thread. The sacred thread is actually not part of the Vaishnava Diksha. This was introduced by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. Why? So when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj was giving initiation to everyone, all these Brahmanas were saying, "Oh, you are bringing all these low caste people and then you are simply letting them touch the deity. This is all improper." So then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, as soon as they are Vaishnavas, they are more elevated than Brahmanas. So then he said, "So you are a Vaishnava, you are also a Brahmana. Vaishnava is greater than Brahmana. He said, you are also Brahmana. So then he put the Upanayana ceremony, which is usually conducted when you are small. But then you also get this Upanayana thread around your body. He conducted a Vedic sacrifice and then he put for all of his disciples, which Prabhupada also followed and we are also following today. Along with our Diksha, you get Upanayana ceremony done. You put the thread around your body and you get Brahma Gayatri. There multiple Gayatris are there. We get the Brahma Gayatri. Brahma Gayatri is the one which is given. So here, Shukadeva Goswami is Anupeta. He didn't do all of these things. He simply walked away. You have to do Upanayana ceremony. Otherwise, you are a fallen, as when you are a human being, you know. But here, he hasn't done that, which means he is beyond the rules and regulations because he is self-realized. He is not bound by the rules and regulations of this material world. Anupetam. Apeta krityam dvaipayano virahakatara ajghava. So Dvaipayana, what his father was doing, Dvaipayana, Vyasadeva, he was calling out his son, virahakatara, out of separation from his son. He was waiting for his son for 12 years. Like, you would know that, if you're having children, you will start developing the relationship when they are in the womb itself, and then you'll be waiting for them to come. And then you come out and think, wow, this is not what I was expecting. Something completely different. And anyways, then you continue developing your relationship. So he was waiting for 12 years. And then when he came out, he simply walked away. He was so much separation was there. Then he is Ajgava. Ajgava means he's calling out very long. Putra, oh my son. Like that. Because he's walking away, you have to call out very loudly. Putra, oh my son, oh my son. What happened? Tanmayataya taravaha bineduhu. The trees were echoing, oh my son. Because Sukadeva Goswami wasn't responding. He was simply walking. Whatever Vyasadeva in the forest he was calling out, only his own voice was echoing back. Sukadeva Goswami was walking out. He wasn't attached to bodily conception. Tang sarva bhuta hridayam muni manatosmi. And to that person who is in the hearts of everyone, I am offering my respects. So we brought this verse to especially mention the part Anupeta, that he doesn't follow the rules and regulations. They are a transcendental category. We can go back to Chaitanya Charitamrita Mataji. Okay, Vidhi Nisheda Vihina. So Nirgrantha also means they are beyond Vidhi and Nisheda, do's and don'ts. Veda Shastra Jnana Adi Vihina. Another meaning is, you are a foolish person. So Nirgrantha, I am a Nirgrantha means I am a fool also. Because you are not having knowledge of Veda Shastra. You don't have any Vedic scriptural knowledge. The person is a fool. So all these meanings are for Nirgrantha. Mahaprabhu will use even the meaning fool also later. And bringing out a different meaning of Atmarama verse. Okay, we can go to the next verse. Morkani chamlecha adi shastra riktagan dhana sanchayi nirgranta ara e nirdhan. Translation.
Nirgrantha also refers to one who is illiterate, low-born, misbehaved, unregulated, and devoid of respect for the Vedic literature. The word also refers to one who is a capitalist and to one who has no riches.
We will start explaining how he is deriving these meanings as well. We can go to the next verse. Nirnishchaye nishkramarthe nirnirmana nishedhayo grantho dhaneta sandarbhe varna sangrantane picha.
The prefix ne may be used for a sense of ascertainment, gradation, construction, or forbidding. The word grantha means riches, thesis, and composition.
You can go back to the verse. So Nirgrantha has two words to it, components to it, Nir and Grantha. Now he is explaining the meaning for Nir, going in very detail. Nir. What is the meaning of Nir? Nishchaya, certainly. Certainly there is a not, for example. Nir means certainly, Nishchaya. Nir, krama arte, krama means gradation. So, gradually going up. That is also meaning of Nir. Nir also means nirmana, construction. So this is the meaning you can use for the wealth, the capitalist. Prabhupada was giving the meaning of the capitalist. So capitalist means one who is rich. So nir means constructing. Grantha means wealth. One who is constructing wealth. Who is that? Capitalist. So that is the meaning of Nirgrantha. Nirgrantha also means Dhana Sanchayi, that he is a rich person. Nisheda. Nir also means forbidding. Okay, don't do this, like that. Nisheda. Grantha, then he explains the second line. Grantha means Dhana, wealth. Sandarbha. You know the 6 Sandarbhas composed by Jiva Goswami? Somebody can name it? Try at least one. Tattva? Yes, Prabhuji. Kautakarna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Tattva Sandarbha and Preeti Sandarbha, Krishna Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha.
Bhakti Sandarbha and Paramatma Sandarbha. Nice. Jai. So, to remember the Sandarbha names, I'll give you a simple clue. Tattva means this is the first one, first book. Everybody has to know Tattva Sandarbha. Then once you know what is this, what is your source of knowledge, then next is you have the Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So, Brahman and Bhagavan are combined together as second Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha. Third is Paramatma. Paramatma comes Paramatma Sandarbha. Then you have like the specific form of Bhagavan, which is Krishna. Krishna Sandarbha, which only talks about Krishna. Then once you explain all the tattvas, this is Sambandha is done. Then you have Abhideya and Prayojan. Abhideya is what the process you are following. Bhakti. Bhakti Sandarbha. Prayojan is Preeti Sandarbha, the prema, what you are discussing about. So all the 6 Sandarbhas. So Grantha also means Sandarbha, a thesis. Varna Sangrathane, that composing multiple letters together, that is also called Grantha, tying out different letters together. Okay, next verse. Urukrama shabde ko hai bada janra krama. Krama shabde ko hai e pada vike pan.
The word Urukrama refers to one whose krama step is great. The word krama means throwing the foot forward, that is stepping.
Yeah, so krama is basically one who has a great step, as we said. Krama literally means you take your leg and then just throw it in the front. That's how you walk. Like that. Krama. Next verse. Shakti kampa paripati jukti shakti akraman. Charan chalane kanpaila tribhuvan.
Krama also means power, trembling, a systematic method, argument and a forcible attack by stepping forward. Thus Vamana caused the 3 worlds to tremble.
The Krama has multiple meanings, as we were saying. Urukrama means Shakti, power. So, as we said, how does it refer to Krishna? Because Krishna has all the potencies. One who has great potencies is Krishna. So, Urukrama, like that. Krama also means trembling, and then Krama means paripati. Paripati means systematically organizing things. That is paripati. Then you have argument, yukti. Yukti means logic, using logic or strategy. That's all the meanings of yukti. Then shaktiye akraman, you are occupying, using your force, forcibly occupying something. That is shaktiye akraman. Charana chalan, that you are using your foot to move forward. And you are also causing trembling. Next verse. Okay. Vishnurnuvirya gananam katamorhatiha yaf parthivanya pikavir vimamera jangsi Chaskambayasvarangha skalata triprishtam Chaskambayasvarangha skalata triprishtam Yasmatrisamya sadana durkampayanam.
Even if a learned man is able to count all the minute atoms in this material world, he still cannot count the potencies of Lord Vishnu. In the form of the Vaman incarnation, Lord Vishnu, without hindrance, captured all the planets, extending from the root of the material world up to Satyalok. Indeed, he caused every planetary system to tremble by the force of his steps.
We could go back to the verse. Vishnohanu virya gananam katamaha arhati iha yaha parthivani api kavigi vimame rajangsi. So parthivani means that belongs to Prithvi, to the earth. Rajangsi means rajas, which is basically passion is one meaning, but rajas also means dust. So the dust of the earth, proper translates is atoms, to make people connect with the modern scientific people. So you can, Kavigi means an expert. Kavi doesn't mean only poet. Kavi means an expert also. An expert person can measure all the dust. He can count all the dust in the whole world. How much he should be powerful to count all the thing. Think about it. Take a dust in your hand and then you try to count it, it will take a long time. But he has somehow found a strategy that he could count all the dust in the whole world. Still, even that person cannot count the Vishnu's Virya Ganana. That is, Virya means potency. He cannot count the potency, or he cannot count the different activities of the Lord. It's different pastimes of the Lord. Virya also means heroic deeds. He cannot count that. That many pastimes that Krishna is having, Vishnu is having. So, when you are putting a count, you have to show something great. So here, that is why the Vamanadev is mentioned. Why? Vamanadev just put one leg and then he measured the whole universe. Very, very great. Something to make us understand. God is that great. Don't think he's a small person. one step, he can just measure to the whole universe. You have the whole universe, and then you have the universal shell covering, and then within that you have 14 planetary systems starting from Satyaloka. He crossed sitting here, and then he crossed everywhere all the way up to universal shell, and then he broke a hole into the universal shell. And then the Karana ocean, from there, touched the lotus feet of the Lord, and then it started falling inside. And that, Brahma was also sitting in Satyaloka, he's seeing the lotus feet of the Lord. He started pouring water onto the feet of the Lord, because how many times you would see that, you're sitting at home and then suddenly the leg comes, oh, this is Lord's leg. For Brahma, it came to his own place, the lotus feet of the Lord. So he started worshipping. So he started pouring water there. These two water combined together started coming as Ganga. That is what is Ganga. The Ganga is coming. So when he threw his feet, immediately I was saying, oh my God, he's just breaking everything. The whole system is going to get collapsed. No, Chaskamba is holding on to it. He's holding the whole thing. Chaskamba is holding it. He's not leaving them to simply shake and then go out of place. He's holding it. Triprishtam. So, Askalata. When you are throwing your feet, what happens? That height, try standing and then try to put your leg outside. You'll just fall. Skalana means falling. Askalata, he is not falling. He's just throwing his feet up. He's not falling. He's very steady. Askalata. Triprishtam yasma trisamya sadana. How much far his leg has gone? Trisamya sadana. So sadana means a place, abode. Samya means pacified. Three means three gunas. Where the three gunas are pacified? Why, you're all closer to that. The very closest entity to us is Pradhan. Pradhan, when the beginning of the creation, the Prakriti is there, Pradhan. That is where all the gunas are not agitated. And then the Lord glances at the Pradhan, and then all the gunas get agitated, and then all the modes are coming out. But of course, all the gunas are not there in the spiritual world and the Karana ocean, which is part of the external spiritual sky as well. So, from the Pradhan, he went to the root of that whole creation. His leg went to there. Trisamya Sadhanat. From there, is extending all the way up to here. Everybody is trembling. Yet at the same time, he is holding everybody together. That, not letting him go away. So this is Vamanadev. And we have successfully completed 21 verses. So we'll continue, and please go home and buy a pack of Chaitanya Charitamrita and then start reading this. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
His Grace Rajivan Prabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you so much, Prabhu. On the Ekadashi morning, to be able to hear about the Atmarama verse from you was such a relishable experience. I was hearing all morning, and I was thinking, I don't want to stop you, actually. This class should go on, isn't it? You feel like you don't want to stop hearing, especially we are just like starting to get into that pastime. So thank you so much once again. Today we will have a youth presentation continuing from the Dhruva book, and we will go on to chapter 2. As some of you may remember, we had started last week with chapter 1. And today's presenter is Anya. And Anya is very dear to me because actually I met her first time in my Bhakti Vriksha, which was back in 2017, 2018. So it's been a full circle because there was a break in between, and now she's back at our Sunday school, and I'm very happy to introduce her. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. Happy Ekadashi also. My name is Anya, and today I'm going to be talking about chapter 2 from the book Dhruva by Gauranga Darshan Das. This chapter is called The 3 Golden Pieces of Advice from a Glorious Mother. Our story begins with young Dhruv Maharaj approaching his mother Suniti in distress. He had just experienced a painful rejection from his stepmother Suruchi, who had told him he wasn't worthy of his father's love and couldn't sit on his father's lap. Suruchi even suggested that he should be reborn as her son in another life so that he could earn his father's affection. Now imagine the hurt in a young child's heart after being told he wasn't worthy of his own father's love. Exactly. When young Dhruv saw that his father was silent and he did not protest against what Suruchi was saying, he immediately left the palace and went straight to his mother, seeking comfort and guidance. As soon as Queen Suniti saw the state of her son, his lips trembling in anger and wailing in pain, she immediately lifted him onto her lap, as we can see in this picture here. Empathizing with others is important, but you should also try to give them a solution, like how Suniti did by giving him the 3 golden pieces of advice, which I'll be talking about in today's presentation. The first piece of advice that Suniti gave her son was revolutionary, and it was to never wish anything inauspicious for anyone. Suniti advised Dhruv that accepting his current situation as part of God's divine plan is crucial. Despite the fact that Suruchi and Uttama, Suruchi's son, had deeply hurt Suniti and Dhruv, she said that blaming others is never the way to go, even if they have deeply hurt us. The second piece of advice Suniti gave her son was about the universal law of karma, and I'm sure we are all very familiar with that by now. Suniti explained to Dhruv that everyone's lives are shaped by their own karma. She said that being envious wouldn't change his current situation at all and would only create more negative karma for himself. She also made sure that Dhruv was aware that they must have inflicted pain upon someone in the past, and that pain is coming back to them through Suruchi. The third and most important piece of advice Suniti shared with her son was to seek the Lord's shelter. She said that turning to God through devotional service was the best way to overcome material struggles and agony. In this way, Suniti gave her son the ultimate solution, which was to connect with the divine through pure devotional service called Bhakti Yoga. These teachings are beautifully encaptured in this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.22. Tam eva vatsa shriya bhritya vatsalam mumukshubhir mrigya padabja padatim ananya bhave nija dharma bhavite manasi avasthapya bhaja swapurusham. This verse tells us that we should take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Suniti advised her son to satisfy the Lord because she knew that he only is the source of everything, both spiritual and material. Lord Krishna also says this himself in the Bhagavad Gita in 10.8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. In this way, Suniti directs her son to Lord Vishnu and not the demigods because everything emanates from him. Now, looking at all these 3 pieces of gold together, we have a complete spiritual guidance system. First, we should always maintain positive intentions to everyone, even if they have caused us pain. Instead, you should remain kind, calm, and zen and focus on yourself. Second, you should trust in the law of karma to bring peace to everything. Those who have inflicted pain will eventually suffer from that pain themselves, so just leave it to karma and Krishna. And lastly, we should develop devotion to the Lord because He only can grant our desires. Worshipping Him with pure and unalloyed devotion will help us achieve our goals, both spiritual and material. Now, before I leave, I'd like to thank a few people that were helpful for this presentation. Firstly, I'd like to thank Srila Prabhupada for translating all the Vedic scriptures into English, otherwise I would have a really hard time reading them. Second, I'd like to thank Vaisheshika Das Prabhuji, who isn't here today because he's sick, for his love of chanting the names of Krishna, which has helped me to form a deeper connection with Krishna and his holy names. I'd also like to thank Gauranga Darshan Das Prabhuji for writing this book, which this whole presentation was about. I'd also deeply appreciate Rasheshwari Mataji for giving me this golden opportunity to talk about the 3 golden pieces of advice that Suniti gave her son. I'd also like to thank my mom, Archana Mataji, for teaching me everything I know about Krishna and raising me in Krishna consciousness. Most importantly, I'd like to thank Krishna for giving me this chance to glorify him and his devotees, Suniti and Dhruva, on this auspicious day of Ekadashi in front of all the Vaishnavas sitting here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you so much for listening, everyone, and I hope that Suniti's teachings can help us in our own lives and spiritual journeys. Are there any questions? Yes.
Thank you so much. It's a nice presentation. And if you look at Dhruva's life, right, looks like he didn't follow all the 3 instructions of Suniti. Of course, the last instruction he followed, but it was not pure devotion again, right? He went with some material intention, but still he became successful. So how do you explain that?
So he didn't follow the first 2 because he was still very upset that his father was favoring his other wife Surchi and his other son Uttama. But he followed the last advice because he knew that he could get something out of that. He could get his father's affection and love. So he went with the motivation to get something from Krishna. But as soon as he saw Lord Vishnu standing in front of him, all his motives went away and he just focused on his devotion only. So that's the rule that he followed. Yep.
That was a great answer. Any other questions? Yes.
Hi, great presentation. I really love the beautiful slides and the colors. So I have a question on one of the golden rules or the teachings that you talked about. So if someone hurts you, then you don't want to wish ill on them. So instead, what should we do? Do we wish them well, or do we just leave it to Krishna, or do we go tell them you have hurt me?
You could as it said, always maintain positive intentions. So even if someone has hurt you, they're not made up of everything evil. They have goodness in them. So you can focus on the good parts of them instead of focusing on what they did to you and how they wronged you.
Yes, Mataji. Okay. Turn the on.
Beautiful presentation, Anya. I loved it. Of the 3 advice given, the golden advice that you spoke about, which one you relate to the most and practice in your day-to-day life?
Definitely the first one, because there are people who always have something to say about you. So you should always try and ignore it and just focus on the good things of them, even if they have said something weird about you. And I will try to interpret that in my daily life now because I just read this chapter. So now I'm going to try and influence every day in my life, even if someone said something to me.
Thank you. Any other questions or reflections? Okay. Thank you so much, Anya. I think that was fantastic, isn't it? Let's give her a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you once again for all the hard work. I do want to mention that she was herself sick this week, but she put in all the effort. She gave her whole heart, we can see. And thanks to her parents for guiding her and training her so well. It's such a joy to have you back, and I look forward to hearing more presentations from you. Thank you all for your time and encouragement. It really means a lot to all the children. And to me, as their guide, it brings us a new motivation every weekend to bring some more presentations for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Do I just...
Prabhu, what is the next part of the program? Do you want to make announcements?
Next part of the program is Prashadam after the announcements.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining us on Saturday morning. And there were so many other places you could have gone, but you have come to Krishna. This is noted in Krishna's diary. So let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra to acknowledge everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is there anybody joining us for the first time? You can raise your hands. Adam and Vijay. Where are you coming? Are you visiting or are you from Bay Area? From Texas. Oh, you moved to Bay Area? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Vijay. Yes. And Adam has traveled 400 miles so that he could be with us. Let's chant both for Vijay and Adam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We look forward to having you on a regular basis. Announcements we have for book distribution and for cooks. Somebody can help me with the cooks today from the kitchen. Okay, I will make announcements for the book distribution. So as you all know, this is the new year. So we have new goals for book distribution. Ours is a mood of giving the mercy like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went all over India. So now we have to give this all over the world. So we have a campaign called Be a Gardener. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains that we should become gardener of this devotional service and share this with others. So we have an opportunity to share this Chaitanya Charitamrita with everybody. I would like to acknowledge our speaker for today, His Grace Vraja Jivan Prabhu. He nicely presented the Chaitanya Charitamrita to us. He gave us a taste, just to wet our beak, in that ocean of transcendental nectar. We could just touch the ocean and came back. So if you want to take bath in that ocean, then you must get the set of Chaitanya Charitamrita and also share it with others. So let's thank our speaker also, His Grace Vraja Jivan Prabhu, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have many spots for book distribution today. One team is going to Millbrae. There is a Lunar New Year festival. So Achyuta Balram Prabhu will be going there. If you want to go, you can let me know. We also have a Harinam this evening in Palo Alto, downtown, Lytton Plaza. We'll start at 6 p.m. or 6 or 7, or exactly, say 6 p.m. I think in the evening. And then we'll have Kirtan for 2 hours and Prashadam. So we'll be doing book distribution there. And there are many, many more teams going to Indian stores. So if you like to join any of the teams, or if you like to get a set for your friends, for your family, you can let me know, or any one of the volunteers. Any other announcements before we go for acknowledging the cooks? Anybody has the list of who cooked today? I saw Hansapriya Mataji was there. Hansapriya Mataji, held by Sham Bhakta Prabhu. Okay, thank you. Hansapriya Mataji, Sima Mataji, Anand Chaitanya Prabhu. Let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for acknowledging them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We will also need 3 volunteers after the Prashadam so that we can do the cleaning in the kitchen. So you have this golden opportunity. Now we'll chant the Prashadam prayers together. Sharira Vidyajal Jodendriya Taheka Jive Pele Vishaya Sagore Tar Madhe Jivayati Lobha moy sudurmati Take jeta katina samsare Krishna bado doyamo Kori bare jiva jai Shwaprasadana dilo bhai Shayanamrita pao Radha Krishna guna gao Preme dako Shri Chaitanya Nitai Preme dako Shri Chaitanya Nitai Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwaso Naiva Jayate Prasade Sarva Dukkhana Prasanna Chetaso Yashu Buddhi Paryavatishtate Tavyopabhukta Srakanda Vasolankara Charchita Uchishta Bhojino Dasastava Mayam Jayemahi Shushkam Paryushitam Vapi Nitam Vaduradeshata Prapti Matrena Bhoktavyam Natra Kala Vicharana न देश नियमस्तत्र न काल नियमस्तथा प्राप्तम् अन्नं द्रुतं शिष्टैर्भोक्तव्यं हरिरब्रवीत् भगवत श्री महाप्रसादम की जय प्रसादम will be served in the next to the $1 million wall right yeah Hare Krishna